Hello and welcome to this C-Learning video looking at Classroom Toolbox. So here I am logged in with my list of classrooms across my domain. Let's take a look at the features that are available. So I'm going to click on this classroom here and take a look. So from here then, I can see the number of assignments that have been set, the number of announcements that have been made, the number of students, and any active assignments in the last month. I can see who is the teacher of this classroom, and I can see any invited teachers that are pending. I can also revoke their invitation. So perhaps someone's accidentally invited a teacher to their classroom, or we notice that we need to remove access because they're now working on a different project. We can do that centrally to save the teacher having to do that work. And the list of students would appear underneath here. Back up to the top then. If I click on this button, I can actually be taken to this classroom. So here is the classroom that's been created, and I can take a look around and see what's going on. Let's go back to Toolbox and explore this Add Teacher button. So here in the Add Teacher service, we've got all the details of the classroom that we're adding them to, and we can directly add or we can invite to join. Directly add means that they will be added to that classroom. With Google for Education admin access, we don't have these rights usually. We can't add teachers to classrooms. They're not available within the domain. But using Classroom Toolbox, we are able to add teachers to other classrooms. They can be directly added, so they're straight in and teaching, or invited to join. And what that means is the next time that that teacher logs into Google Classroom, they'll have a little button that asks them to accept that invitation. Let's go back to the main menu. We've also got remove teachers, so we can take any teachers away, and we've also got change owner. Sometimes what might happen in large domains is a teacher perhaps leaves or moves on, and when their login is expired, the classroom becomes what we call orphaned. It doesn't have an owner. With Classroom Toolbox, we can change the owner and make sure that that classroom survives and those learners are not impacted on that change. And we can do that centrally without burdening teachers with that extra work. We can add students centrally too. So perhaps we're moving students from a different form to a different tutor group. We can do that for the teacher here. Likewise, removing students. Perhaps one of the most powerful features, though, is announcement. From my centrally held administrator supervisor position, I can make an announcement across this classroom, across all the classrooms in my domain, perhaps reminding them of World Book Day, or perhaps reminding them of something more serious like a safeguard incident to be alerted to. It's another way of communication in an emergency situation as well. I can also create assignments from here. So perhaps I need all of a certain year group to complete an assignment ready for a project that we've got coming up. I can create that centrally so that everyone is getting the same message consistently across their classes. And I can also archive the classroom. So perhaps we don't need it anymore and I can remove it and the teacher may be absent, so I can do that centrally. Let's have a look what happens when we click announcement. So in here then, we enter our announcement and we click submit. It's telling us which classroom it's going to put it into. This feature isn't available outside of Classroom Toolbox in the normal Google for Education admin console, so this gives us some enhanced features. Likewise, when I click new assignment, I'm brought into this page and I can pop the title of the assignment, the description, and I can even paste a link in, perhaps to a shared doc, a shared slide deck, a shared Jamboard, and I can pop that in. So I can also give my teachers some autonomy. So I could perhaps send it to them as a draft and then they could publish it when it's appropriate for them, or I can publish it to ensure that consistency. So a little overview then of the classroom features of Classroom Toolbox.